Hello again. My name is Adam. Welcome to another episode of Matt Workout on Body Lab TV. Today, one of my favorites, banded booty blast or body blast, depending on what you're going to get into. I'm going to use a full set of bands here, meaning different intensities. So in my case, the black mini band, really strong. I can barely move this thing. It's like a spare tire. Blue, most common, heavy to medium, depending on your familiarity with it. And green, medium or light, depending on the exercises. So it's nice to have a full set because of options. Sometimes you try the exercise and the band is not cooperating, either because you're not used to it or you use the wrong band. So switch it up. And let's warm up. So one of my favorites, little yoga flow Samson warm up. So we get right into a down dog position. And take a moment, pedal your legs out, let your head drop loose, take a couple big deep breaths, rock forward and back through the shoulders. So inhale, shift forward plank, exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward plank. Try to really push your chest forward, exhale, down dog. A couple more times. Inhale forward. Microphone is getting caught in my shirt. All right, so we're going to add a leg lift here. Down dog, right leg up. Shift forward to plank. Down dog, left leg up. Shift forward to plank. All right, keep going. So every time you go back to down dog, you're lifting one leg up, trying to squeeze your booty. Breathe. Let me play with my mic for a second here. Pardon me. There we go. Coming up, we're going to add a knee crunch. So check it out. From down dog, I'm going to shift forward, crunch my right knee, back to down dog, shift forward, crunch my left knee, back to down dog. Right, left. So kind of like a mountain climber, but we're adding that down dog. Trying to get a little more movement, back side of the body. Now here's the Samson part. Right foot forward, left knee down, supported lunge. Come on up, lift up, grab your elbows, lean to the right. So right foot forward, lean to the right. Right hand down, back knee up. Right arm up, twist. Come on down, shift forward, lift your left leg up, little standing splits. Bring your foot down. Inhale, stand up. Lean back a little. Exhale, bend over. Right foot steps back. Right knee down. Inhale, reach up. Take a little stretch to the left. Right hand down, right knee up. Left arm, reach, twist. Bring your hand down. Scoot forward. Lift your right leg up. Little standing split. Feet together. Inhale, stand up. Reach up. Maybe a little bending side to side. My shirt is too short. Remember that one next time. Exhale, bend over. Left leg back, left knee down. Inhale, reach up. Lean over to the right. Left hand down, left knee up. Right hand up, twist. Scoot forward, left leg up, standing splits. Feet together. Inhale, stand up slow. Reach. A little bend back, maybe cactus arms. Come on back down. Right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, reach up. Lean over to the left. Back to center. Right hand down, right knee up back there. Left arm reaches, twist. Scoot your hands forward, right leg up. Take a little stretch. Feet together. Forward fold this time. Inhale, reach back up. Stretch up. Cactus, goalpost, lean back. Inhale, reach back up. Come on down, fold. Inhale, half lift, lean forward. Exhale, have a seat. Roll on down. Onto your back. Inhale, reach back. Crunch up. Sit up as straight as you can. Grab your right leg, give it a little lift. Roll back down, reach back. Sit up, grab your left leg, sit up tall, left leg, little lift. Roll down. Lift up. Light stretch. Don't try to pull too hard. But maybe a slight twist into the leg. One more time, each side. All right, bring it on down. Get really flat on your back. And then bring the arms and legs up in the air, dead bug position. So shins parallel to the mat, arms straight up. Wiggle around, make sure your lower back's flat. Left leg, right arm extends out. Left leg, right arm, bring it in. Switch. Right leg, left arm, bring it in. Breathe. Now as you extend the leg, if you feel your lower back lifting or arching up, maybe you need to keep the knees bent and just heel tap down instead. It's more important to keep your lower back flat, pressing into the mat, than it is to get the leg straight. It's more about spinal stability, waking up that core. Breathe. And then hug your knees in. Squeeze up like a ball. Little hip bridge, warm up the glutes. So inhale, hips up, down, up, down. So pull the ribs in, press the arms down, tuck your chin a little. Now let's try and add an alternating leg lift here. So inhale, hips go up, right leg reaches, bring it all down. Inhale, left leg up as the hips lift, bring it on down. Tailbone last. Back to the right leg. Inhale. Exhale down. Back to left leg. Inhale. Exhale down. Keep going. You get the idea. Just march it out. Slower the better. Not necessarily trying to get the hips way up versus trying to squeeze your glutes and your abs equally. Pressing into the arms and shoulders, not the neck. Relax the head and neck. Just let them hang loose. Taking a little longer here because the leg muscles are bigger, more powerful. So they take a little longer to fire up. I want to get them good and warm for those bands. I want to own the bands. All right, hug it in, rock and roll. All right, so I'm going to start with a blue band. Wrap it around. So not the heaviest. The black is the heaviest. And that one, I mean, it's really heavy. But I'll show you what we can do with that later. So the band is going to go around the feet, and I'm going to flip around tabletop position on my hands and knees. Move through some cat-cows here for a second. Just get familiar with your spine, shoulder stability, maybe a little lifting, lowering, scap glide. Back is kind of flat, so make sure you're not dumping and arching your belly down. Squeeze it up. Shoulders back. All right, I'm going to start with my left leg. So this left leg is going to extend straight back and bring it in. Let me set my timer. Now, as you're pressing back here, don't worry about how high up in the air you can get the leg. Try to go straight back through the heel. Breathe. If you need to put your elbows down and do this, that's okay. Especially if you got a shoulder or wrist thing going on. Now, some of you might be going faster, slower. It's all right. Keep your body under control. Make sure you're not falling left to right. Stay centered. We got 30 more seconds here. Breathe. Nice, steady press. Bring it in. Nice, smooth press. Bring it in. Coming up, you're going to hold that leg straight. In this case, I'm starting with left leg. Keep your midsection firm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg straight. Now try to pulse it up and down. I'm actually very lightly tapping my big toe down on the mat. But notice avoid any bouncing around in the ribs and low back. Hold that strong. Again, elbows down is okay. Breathe. Ten seconds. You're going to take this to a little curtsy. 5, 4, 3, 2. 1. So you're going to bend your left knee to the left elbow, kind of like a side mountain climber, then cross the left leg behind. So excuse this view here, but I want you to see the movement of the leg. So I'm keeping the knee bent, left knee to left elbow, then I cross the leg behind and press my heel out to the side. Now, careful, you're not dumping and leaning left to right. Elbows down is okay. So again, tap the elbow, cross the leg behind. Tap the elbow, cross the leg behind. Big deep breath. Some of you have different mobility, so meaning don't worry if it looks like what I'm doing. Feel it out. Tummy tight, starting to feel the pressure in your glutes. By the way, both butt cheeks should be feeling something here. Right side stabilizing, left side trying to work the band. Coming up, you're going to do a little froggy lift out to your side. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Reset yourself for a second. Now you're going to lift your left knee up, down, out to your side. I am trying to stretch the band. If you need to put your, right elbow down, that's okay. If you need to bring it all the way to your side, because, like your lower back or shoulder stability is going, bring it down to your side. 10 seconds. We're going to take it up to the ceiling. Not only that, sometimes the stabilizing knee gets a little agitated. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, this one, the band is going to roll to my right ankle down there. I'm going to press my left heel up to the ceiling. Now, don't expect too much movement depending on how tight the band is. Some of you, if you're barely moving, maybe move to a lighter band. Some of you, if you got ridiculous glute strength and you're not feeling anything, try that heavy band. Whew. I tried it once and I couldn't do it. We're going to pulse it out in 30 seconds. Breathe. Now notice again, no bouncing around the lower back. Squeeze both sides of your glutes. I actually have to roll my mat over here because my knee down there is getting a little fussy. Then you might have a pillow or something you can put under your knee. That would help. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, little pulses. Now notice my leg is not that high. I'm feeling both glutes though. A little bit of hamstring. That's nice. Shoulders roll back. So make sure you're not all collapsing forward into your neck. Turn up that breath. Loud and proud. 10 more seconds. You're going to roll to your left side. And keep the band on your feet. In 3, 2, 1. All right, I need to spin around so I can face all of you. Keeping the band on my feet. Side frog. So check it out. Left shoulder down. I'm going to lift my right knee and my hips up. Down. Up. Down. So make sure you pull this bottom shoulder away from your neck. And notice the knee, the top right knee, and the hips come up together. They go down together. Breathe. So as you're lifting, hopefully the purpose of this hip lift here is to get that left glute, side glute engaged. So we're talking about the gluteus medius, the outer side of the booty there. Yep. Down. Up. Down. 30 seconds. And very importantly, when you lift, notice you're trying to keep the chest open. So really stick out your chest. That's going to kind of put the pressure in your upper back. Strong muscles in your upper back versus these little rotator muscles. 15 seconds, you're going to roll to your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you can keep the band on the feet. So now, frog on the back. So feet together, knees butterflied open. I'm going to pulse my hips up and down here. Very awkward looking movement, but so effective. Tuck your chin a little. Some of you might have something you could prop your feet up on, like the edge of the couch or something. Get a little elevation here. Make sure you load on the shoulder blades. Don't worry about how high you can go. Big breaths. You're going to flip over onto your tummy in 3, 2, 1. Keep the band on your feet. Now, flip over onto your stomach. I'm going to spin around here so you can see what I want you to focus on. Band is on the feet. Rest your chin on your hands. Notice the feet, they're turned out. And you're going to pulse the feet out. Legs are lifted here, abs are tight. So notice I'm barely moving. My glutes are fully engaged, both sides. My abs are hard. My legs are lifted. So here's a side view. Legs lifted, not much here. Feeling a lot in my tushy and my tummy. Big breaths. Ten seconds. Breathe. You'd have a slight arch in your back. Some of you might actually be able to keep this little lift like a Superman. Careful with your lower back though. Some pressure is good, but not pain. 3, 2, 1. All right, roll to your right side in your supermodel pose. Now, this is where I like to use a heavier band, if you have one. So I'm going to put the band around my left foot, hold it with my right hand, and then press. Bring it in. Press. Bring it in. So I'm relaxed, using my arm for a pillow. You can go all the way down, but keep your waistline snug here. So don't let your tummy just hang loose. Breathe. Press it out. Breathe. Press it out. Keep your abs hard. Breathe big. Coming up in about 30 seconds, we're going to put this heavier band. Hopefully you got a heavier band on both feet. If not, no big deal. So we're going to do a little more arms and upper body here. Of course, keeping the core engaged. Turn out that breath. Some of you might be going faster. Some of you might be going slower. Again, stay within your range of control. 10 seconds. We're going to balance on the butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock it up. I know I keep spinning around this because I want to try to keep the action facing you guys. You just flip any which way you need to. All right, so band around both feet, heavier band in this case. I'm going to sit up tall, bounce on my butt. Now, here's the action. I'm going to reach my left arm up, and my right hand pulls on the band. Pull, slowly switch. So right arm up, left arm pulls. And this is where a heavier band is nicer because the upper body can handle this. Breathe. So I'm really trying to focus on the twist, sitting upright. If the knees bend a little, not a big deal. Breathe. But as I pull, I'm trying to squeeze into my upper back. Let's see here, 30 more seconds left. But I'm also keeping my abs really, really, really tight. Big, big breaths. Coming up, I'm going to use this heavier band for one more rowing movement. So we're going to get up into a lunge position in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to keep the band around my right foot. Come into a lunge position, right foot forward. Now, left hand. So right foot, left hand on the band, left elbow rows. Balance on the right heel. Now, if you want a little more cardio here, as you row the elbow up, back, left knee brings forward. So check it out. Straight arm, straight leg, and you can hop it up. Hop it up. Hop it up. Breathe. Woo! If you're working on just stabilizing your balance like I am, just row. And we're right foot forward. I know we worked the left leg earlier, but now we're holding on the right foot, loading up the left arm. Coming up, we are going to switch to a lighter band, or the medium, depending on what you got. Plank rows in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to go back to the middle band. Now this is another one. I'll also demonstrate. Just use the light band here. Band around the hands, plank it out. Now you're going to alternate a row to the hip. Now I like feet wider on this one because my hands are closer together. Row, switch, row, switch. Now notice I am twisting a little here. Some of you might be able to do this with the feet a little closer together, but when your hands are closer together, almost like you're doing, some of you know what diamond push-ups are. It's almost that position. When your hands are that close together, it's better to get the feet wider to maintain your plank stability. Breathe. Coming up, you're going to take this down for alternating side planks. Let me get back on my mat. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, no band for this one. On the elbows, slowly rotate open, stretch your chest. Other side, chest and shoulders open up. Whew. And my kid's shirt here. Breathe. If you need to do this on the knees, that's okay, especially if you feel your lower back starting to hang down. Remember, you gotta keep that back almost lifted. So you like lift up through the low back. Coming up, banded mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1. All right, I like a medium band here, blue. Plank it out. Mountain climbers. I recommend you go a little slower because you got the band. Breathe. Now, if you keep the band on your feet, if you feel pretty stable in the shoulders, tap with the opposite hand. So you check it out. This one, the band might roll a little bit. Now, if your shoulder's not cooperating, stay still in the arms and just move the legs. Banded bicycles in 3, 2, 1. Roll onto your back. Fingers on the neck. Press, twist the chest. Press the other leg, twist the chest. Breathe. Big deep breaths. Tummy tight. Make sure the lower back is pressing down, not arching up. Three, 2, 1. Leg hip raises. Been doing a lot of these lately because I need the lower abs more. I like hands under booty. Lift up. Reach the legs up. Maybe not going that high. Keep the band on your feet if you can. We're going to go into the right leg here coming up. How's that breath? Fired up, loud and proud. Make sure your lower back is staying down. You're not arching it up. Make sure you're not slamming your hips down. How much time do we have left on this one? 15 seconds. Breathe. So we're going to go into banded donkey press coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your knees, rock on up. Flip the tabletop. Again, you face whichever way you want. I'm just trying to give you a better angle for the action. So in this case, I'm pressing through my right leg, straight back. Abs are hard. Breath is big. No, bouncing around the lower back. And I'm working on trying to get my leg straight back. I'm not worried about how high up it goes. I just want to make sure I'm not trying to get it so high up in the air that my back starts cramping. Breathe. Notice the shoulders. Are you railing up into your neck? Do you need to put your elbows down? Press it up. Take it out of the joints. So too much joint pressure, like your shoulder joint, your wrist joint, not a good idea. Muscles, love the burn. I'm burning. All right, we're going to hold the leg straight here. Little pulses in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg. All right, I'm actually going to tap my big toe down on the mat, barely moving, but again, notice the movement is not around my spine. Holding the spine still. Straight and strong. Move the leg. Little move in the hip is okay because that's where your butt's attached. 15 seconds. You're going to cross that leg side to side for that curtsy crossover. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So slowly bend right knee to elbow, right knee to right elbow, then cross the leg behind. Notice the band does roll up on the ankle down there a little bit, so we can keep it on the foot. I try to. Excuse the back view, but here's the action. Knee to elbow, cross the foot behind. So I'm trying to push his right heel over to the left. Tap the elbow, cross it around. Tap the elbow, cross it around. Big breaths. I love this move. I know it might seem awkward for a lot of you, but you really need your core stability, but also it targets almost a full range of motion on the glutes there. And yes, you should hopefully feel both sides of your butt, left and right cheek. Left one is stabilizing here, trying to keep the hips steady. The right one is trying to work the band. All right, you got a little froggy fire hydrant out to your side in 3, 2, 1. All right, if you need one or both elbows down, that's all right. Lift, lift, lift. Now again, if your knee down there is bugging out, or your lower back stability, you can just come on down to your side, do a little more traditional variation. Normally, most of you have done these in the bands around the knees. This is just different, that's all. Makes for a tighter transition between these exercises. Kind of like letting it flow versus fumbling around with the band here. All right, you're gonna press to the ceiling in 3, 2, 1. All right, tabletop, heel up to the ceiling. Now this one, the band should roll onto that bottom left ankle there, and try to get your right heel up to the ceiling. Now watch out, some of you are going to try to press so hard, your back is going to collapse down. Not worth it. Stay lifted up through the lower back, maybe a slight rounding through the shoulder blades, breathe. Essentially, you're trying to keep your spine as still as possible. That's that plank sensation, so strong, strong arms. Big, big breaths. So we got that side frog. So some of these frog exercises are new to you. If you've never done it, it might feel awkward. Good, feel awkward. There's so many different ways, amazing ways we can move our body. Let's appreciate that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, again, I need to spin all the way around. Face you guys. All right, so elbow down, pull the shoulder blades back. You're going to try to lift the hips and the top left knee up, down, up, down. Breathe. And as you lift, really try to open the pectoral girdle here. You good? I'm good. And pull up, use your abs. So imagine something's like hooking your belly button right here and pulling it up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades kind of pulling back behind you there. If this is a lot of pressure on this bottom shoulder, you might need both hands down. You might need to just stay down and do back to the regular old froggy lifts. Let's see here. 10 more seconds. We're going to take it to your back. Frogs on the back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, my butt is on fire. All right. Feet together, knees out. I like to keep the band down like we're still using it. Shoulder blades together. Lift the hips. Little pumps. Now, some of you might not even notice my hips moving. I'm choosing a small movement. That way I can keep fully engaged through the glutes and abs. Tummy, tushy, belly, booty. Keep it firm. Light that breath. Try to press into the shoulder blades so you're not cranking into your neck here. And when I say abs tights, these lower ribs here need to be pulled in. So make sure your ribs aren't popping up. That's your core disengaged. Maybe feel like you want to tilt your tailbone forward here. You're going to flip to your tummy. Do that swimmer flutters. So you're going to flip to your belly and get into a swimmer's position. Flutter kick your feet in 3, 2, 1. Roll down. Flip over. I like to put my chin on my hands. Toes turned out. Hopefully the band doesn't roll too much. There we go. All right, pulse. Big breaths. Maybe you can reach your arms forward here. Keep your abs hard. A little back extension work is nice. Need to strengthen that. Try to pull your shoulder blades back and tuck your chin. So you want to light up your back muscles. Yes, even a little bit of lower back on this one. Not your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so need to roll. I need to flip all the way around. This is where I use the heavier band again. Single leg frog. So right hand, right foot, press in and out. You guys get going. I need to move my mic pack over. Other side. Call this the supermodel pose. Laying on your side, pressing in and out. Breathe. And this one, it's nice to have a heavier band. So if you don't have as many bands, say you only have 2 bands, you could try this with both the 2 lighter ones. Reason being, this position is more stable. And so if you want to activate the muscle fibers through the whole range of motion, it's nice to have more tension. Breathe. Now, keep this top shoulder, I think I forgot to mention this on the other side, keep this top shoulder back. So don't let it dump forward. Try to roll back. 30 seconds here. I like going slow on this one to keep tension on the muscles. Sometimes just pressing in and out, you start to lose body alignment here, and then you lose your strength to momentum. Slow it down, keep it in the muscles, maintain strength. Maybe gain some strength. All right, we're going to do that seated alternating row coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock on up. All right. Again, heavier band if you got it, or 2 smaller bands. Sit up. All right, here you go. Left arm, right elbow rose, switch. So one arm goes up, the other arm pulls on the band. And this one is another one. Take your time. Could be like, what is that thing? Pat your head, rub your belly, walking, chewing gum. Might take some of us a little more coordination. Actually, it took me a little while to figure out. Ooh. I mentioned this black band is like pulling on a spare tire. Man, it is stiff. Hey, you want firm muscles, guess what? See here, about 15 seconds left. Breathe. By the way, keep the core tight here. Abs are really, really hard. I'm going to rock up to a lunge position here. Single arm row. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, this time, let me turn around. Left foot, right hand on the band. Left foot, right hand on the band. Lunge position, row. Now, if you want that cardio, you kick it up. As you row, you tap this right foot forward. So you can do a little tap back with the foot here. Breathe. Now, we are going to do a little more upper body. This is where the lighter green band is going to come in handy. In 3, 2, 1. All right, enough with the black band. So shoulders. I'm going to put the band around the outside of both hands. I'm just going to lift up, down. Trying to stretch the band up, down. Now, keep your core tight here. Lift up, down. Now here, you can add on the bottom. As you row back, try to stretch the band. So actually, try to stretch the band apart. Row back, forward, lift up, down, row, forward. Now, as you're moving through these movements here, not to be redundant, keep your belly button lifted. So stand tall, don't just slouch. Up, down. Breathe. We're going to hold it in. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Now try to stretch the band out, out, out. Maybe just pulse. Also, if you want a different kind of shoulder burn, palms up, pulse. I call this one no money. I learned that from a coach years ago. Elbows in, not behind you, not way in front of you. Elbows into the ribs, chest up, pulse, no money. Palms up, pulsing around like you ain't got no money. Go fast. Maybe get money. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Arms back up. Now here, try to bend your elbows down. Up. Down. Up. Woo. This one, you might actually grab the band and pull, depending on how the band feels. If you're barely getting any movement with the band around your palms, back of your palms, then go ahead and grab it. Breathe. Stand tall. We're going to go back to the blue band. I'm going to do a little cardio movement here in 3, 2, 1. All right, so check this out. Here's the setup. This one's going to take more coordination. So band around the hands again. So here's the front view. So right foot, right hand, right foot, right hand. So right foot back, right hand presses down. Come on up. Switch. Left hand, left foot. Switch. So here's the side. Right hand, right foot, bring it down. Left hand, left foot, bring it down. All right, let me start the timer and go. Did it go? No, it didn't go. Now it's gone. Okay. So again, I'm going to keep a moderate tempo. Some of you might kick it up. Get your cardio going. Breathe. Now from the side view, I'm not taking a big, huge step back. So some of you can do a full lunge. I'm going to do a little less, more of a split squat stance. So I'm getting this box shape in my legs, 90-90 bend. Neither one's really better, I'll say. It's more your alignment. Some of us can comfortably get into a wider lunge without aggravating the hip flexor. Some of us, myself included, can't. Aggravating your glutes, that's nice. Some of you can add a little jump to this, so split jumps. Woo! If you really want to kick up that heart rate, go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold a wide squat, guided squat, and just work the band. Left hand down, right hand down. Left, right. Maybe add the hip pulse. Now, if your knees or ankles are okay, you're going to alternate a heel raise. So let's keep it simple. Left hand, left heel. Move up. Right hand, right heel. Left, right. Left, right. Breathe. So if this alternating heel raise bothers your joints anywhere, don't do it. Maybe just stay here and pulse on both heels. 15 seconds. We're going to go back to the alternating lunge. You're going to keep this press going with the arms in 3, 2, 1. All right, I turn sideways. So remember, keep it simple. Right side, press and step. Left side, press and step. Also, lean forward onto the front heel. So whatever foot is forward, make sure you're on the heel, not dumping forward into the toes. Back knee might lightly kiss, but please be careful not to slam your knee back there. Breathe. Coming up, I'm going to go down to the mat. A little more core work, always more core work, never too much of that. Well, first we're going to do the goddess, then we'll do the core work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the squat, goddess squat, or sumo, some of you might call this, or plie. I'm going to add the alternating heel raise here. Very important, by the way, as you're working this band with the arms, notice the shoulders start to slump over, rolling back. So try to keep the shoulder blades pressing back here. So you're not collapsing the chest. It's harder to breathe that way. Not only that, it'll cramp you up later. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, enough for the bands for now. Roll onto your back. I'm going to do leg hip raises again. So hands under my butt. Legs go forward, then up to the ceiling with a little hip raise. Just a little. So a common mistake here, people think higher is better. Not necessarily, because then you're trying to rely on your upper abs too much, as well as momentum, swinging. Excuse me while I move this mic pack again. So slow it down maybe, and reduce your lift. Just a little lift, up, down. That way, we can start to isolate into the lower abs. Got a hollow hold coming up in 10 seconds. Lower abs so stubborn, so important. If you got to bend your knees a little, that's okay. I do. 3, 2, 1. So hold it up. Now, if you got neck issues, so you can pulse your hands here 100s. If you got neck issues, you got to put your head down. Try this. Put your hands on your knees and try to pull your knees in. So I'm usually using my abs to try to pull my knees in, but I'm resisting with my hands, keeping the back flat. Back to leg hip raises in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to leg hip raises. Now here's another variation. Keep the knees bent, especially if you're getting fatigued and you're losing your stability. Keep the knees bent. You tap the heels. You lift back up. Little hip lift. There we go. Not a lot. Just enough to get that extra squeeze down here. So it's below the belly button that we're really trying to dig into. In very stubborn area. Some of us call it our muffin top. There's other names I've heard for that, but let's keep this workout family friendly. How much time we got left on this one? Woo! Oh, 15 seconds, and we're going to go back to the 100s or hollow hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so 100s. Pulse the hands by the feet, hollow hold, reach the arms back, hold here, maybe flutter kick. I'm going to do the one where I'm trying to pull my knees in. Breathe. Lower back is flat. So notice here as you fatigue, the lower back starts to arch up. Let's avoid that, please. 10 seconds. Flip over. Mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1, hug it in, rock over, flip over. I recommend going slow here. Last little bit. Now, if you got some good stability, you need more cardio, go ahead, kick up your tempo. If you're like me, my shoulders are kind of over it. I'm going to slow down because my core wants more. My abs always want more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Now roll through some cat-cows here. Some of us lost it into our back, our shoulders, like myself. My shoulders are a little fussy. Let's roll that around. All right, some bird dogs. So left leg back, right arm forward. Left leg back, right arm forward. Crunch elbow to knee together about 5 times. Then right hand is going to try to grab that left foot behind you. Pull into a gentle stretch. Push your chest forward. Maybe start to lift the leg up. Breathe. I'm just going to pull on the foot. Stretch my quad, little hip flexor here. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Move through some cat-cows again for a second. Get your spine and shoulders set back in. Okay, other side. So right leg, left arm. Right leg, left arm. Bird dog crunch. Elbow to knee. Tap about 5 times. Then grab the foot. Push your chest forward. Keep your tummy tight. Maybe the leg lifts. This side might feel different. For me, my hip flexor on this side is a little more sensitive, so I don't Definitely not trying to stretch harder on this one. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Woo! Okay, so some of you like a good old-fashioned pigeon stretch. In this case, left leg crossed in front, inhale, chest up, exhale, lay down. If pigeon is not accessible for you, meaning you got some hip issue, knee issue maybe, lay down, nice figure 4 stretch. I'm going to go back to pigeon. That one's feeling pretty good for me today. All right, as the shoulders relax back, work on getting your breath back in sync. So nice long exhale. Deep inhale. Slowly come out of it. Shake out that left leg for a second. And then take it to the right side. I'm not going to turn around for this one. We're not moving. You don't need to see my other leg. But you got to breathe. Hips feeling centered, kind of, so you don't want to be tilted or leaning to one side. Yes, we are stretching one leg, but the hips, do your best to keep your hips centered. There's a tendency here to dump off to one side. In other words, try to take out a twist. Longer exhale. Deeper inhale. All right, come on out of it. So this next one, thoracic mobility, thorax, mid-spine, where the rib cage here is. I'm going to use a wall here. So I'm standing about somewhere between like 12 and 18 inches away from the wall. Feet point forward, parallel, stand up tall, brace your abs. Now I'm going to turn all the way around and try to put both hands on the wall and then lean into the wall. Come on back. Try not to let the feet spin around. Then we'll go the other way. So everyone's different. If you need to, so if you feel like your feet are spinning around and you're not getting as much rotation as you like, maybe back away from the wall a little bit. You got to kind of experiment a little bit. Reason being, as you can imagine, these ribs don't move very well, but they do move. When they do, and we can release the tension and the fluids in between, oh man, it feels good. You can also turn all the way around, turn the neck carefully. So you can see I'm going to turn to the right and keep turning my head to the right all the way around. Don't whip it around. You're not an owl. All right, another one of my favorites, wide-legged fold. So feet as wide as comfortable. Chest up. Now there's another one. Feet are parallel. Maybe slightly turned in, but don't let your feet flop open. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, bend over, fold. You can grab the feet. Now here's where I like to stretch with the band. I'm actually going to use a stiff band. I'm going to put it around my wrist, kind of like handcuffs, but behind the back. Hopefully you'd have no idea what that sensation is really like. I don't, just saying. So you got the handcuffs here. Wiggle your shoulder blades back. Or maybe you do, but for non-legal reasons, and I'll just leave it at that. Roll your shoulder blades around. Drop your head, shake your neck out. You can also, some of you know what a flying monkey is. This one you can turn the toes out and very carefully glide, slide the side, getting into your groin a little bit. Lengthen out your hamstrings. Oh, that's nice. Some of you got some other favorite stretches you're getting into right now. Please enjoy those. Woo. So always, if you got a little more time here, please stretch it out. Something that we neglect. So it's part of the balance of fitness. You know, you put a lot of effort into engaging, strengthening, stabilizing your muscles. How about the other half? Can we get some relaxing, some lengthening in the muscles? Can't have one without the other. So thanks for joining me again here on Body Lab TV. Stay healthy, friends. Keep loving.